Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for watching another one of my videos. I do truly appreciate it. Today, I am going to talk about one of my favorite summertime techniques. Uh, um, I'll use this all summer long. This will be tied on uh, for the this is June, almost July. It's going to be tied on June, July, August, September, and probably into October, because usually it doesn't get cold here until about the second week of November, and it'll stay pretty warm for the most part. This is the El Nino or La Nina, whatever the heck it is, and been getting a lot of rain, and I expect it's gonna, from the way the weather people talk, which they're wrong 99.9% of the time anymore. We're going to have a lot of rain this summer and a lot of snow this winter. So it may get cold earlier than normal, so we'll just have to see when the water temperatures drop back down and I start throwing other things other than this bait here. This bait is an old school bait. It still catches the fire out of fish. I mean, this bait is very, very, very hard to beat, especially during the summertime. What am I talking about? I am talking about a big plastic worm, a big one. This is the Zoom Old Monster. It's my favorite one. Or I have some buddies that makes plastics, and they make me a big ribbon tail as well, but I really like the Zoom products. Don't pay any attention to the strawberry color, because I don't want everybody in the world using it. So anyway, that's just the first bag that I seen, because I have it tied on a lot. Daytime hours until about an hour to 2 hours before dark, strawberry. And then after dark, plum. Sometimes after dark and on cloudy days, well, the plum good on cloudy days too, but another old school color that a lot of people doesn't throw is motor oil. That motor oil color. It is an awesome, awesome color, especially on cloudy days. It's one of my favorite colors as well, but for the most 99.9% of the time, strawberry are really close to it. I don't see one of my big worms, but here's one of my that one got broken half. What the hell? Oops, sorry. All my blasted worms is coming apart here for some reason. What in the world? I don't get it. Somebody has gotten into my boat and I had a bunch of these cherry seed baby brush hogs made up, and somebody has broke them all. Every blasted one of them has broke them all up. Either somebody's broke them all up, or the guy that made these. Oh, here's one that's still together. Well, no, the freaking arm's off of it. I don't know what in the world. Anyway, maybe that's why the guy's not in business anymore. His crap falls apart or something. I don't know. Anyway, cherry seed. Cherry seed's a good color. But that bag of worms is useless because they're all like tore in half. Anyway, cherry seed's a good color. If some idiot hadn't tore all my freaking baits up. Anyway, back to the big worm. These are awesome, awesome baits during the summertime. Can't really beat them. They're weedless. You can throw them anywhere, and I mean anywhere. And I catch a lot of bass on them, and big bass on them. Anywhere from 4 inches of water out to 30 feet. I will throw those. Throw them brush piles, rock piles, boat docks, bridge pilings, drop-offs, just anywhere. Bluffs. Throw them down the bluffs. In a Texas rig. Trying to decide if I want to show you how to rig a Texas rig or not. I imagine most everybody knows how to tie up the old Texas rig. But anyway, I might do that here in a minute. But the old monster 10-inch worms, of whatever brand you choose. I just love Zoom. I like all their products basically. But that big worm, the fish hit it so good during the summertime. I throw it, like I said, up shallow this time of year. I mean, we're having all this rain right now, and the water is high, and it's up in the bushes. I mean, Table Rock right now is on fire. You can throw whatever you want to on Table Rock right now and catch a fish. Top water bite's still excellent first thing in the morning. Popper style baits is working excellent. Walking style baits is working excellent. Buzz baits is working. You can throw swim jigs, chatter baits, spinner baits, worms, jigs. I mean, like I just said, you can throw anything up there right now and catch a fish. But those flooded bushes, up shallow, I pitch that big plastic worm up there just like I would a jig. If I'm fishing shallow and the water I usually have 2 or 3 poles rigged up with the big worm on it, and the reason for that is in the shallower water, not real heavy cover, I'll throw a 3/16 ounce weight in front of it. For just a little bit deeper, slightly heavier cover, I'll put a quarter ounce, maybe 3/8 ounce weight on it. But if I don't usually get above a 3/8, even when I'm fishing 30 foot of water, I usually don't have anything heavier than 3/8. If I'm fishing in heavy grass or pitching in a heavy brush, most time I can get by with a quarter or 3/8, if not the 3/16, even in the brush. But the smallest weight that you can use and get by with, you'll get more bites. It just makes the worm go down through the water uh, more naturally, and usually I outfish the guy in the back of the boat or the front of the boat if I'm in the back using that smaller weight. There's one tournament I'm thinking of in particular. The guy I was with, he was throwing a 3/8 or a ½ ounce sinker, and same worm, same setup, same line, same everything except for the weight. I had the 3/16 on, and I was catching 5 and 6 fish to his one, and mine was always bigger than his. Every time would be bigger. But just take that big plastic worm, throw it anywhere. Long points, flats with brush piles or stumps, or rock piles, drop off, whatever, big flats. And just throw that big plastic worm, and just sometimes they want you to just drag it across the bottom to keep it in contact with the bottom the whole time. Just drag it. Other times they want you to pop it up a little bit and let it go back down. Pop it up a little bit, let it go back down. And you just have to let the fish tell you how they want it that day. But that big plastic worm is going to catch you more fish most of the time this time of year. It's just hard to beat. That's all I throw. One of the main baits that I throw this time of year, is not all I throw, but it's one of my main baits. That's the bait that I will a lot of times start out with, instead of picking up one of my moving baits, a crankbait or spinner bait or swim jig or whatever. I'll just go straight to that plastic worm and try to use that 3/16 ounce weight on it. And I'm usually using anywhere from 14 to 20 pound test fluorocarbon, or monofilament, either one. And throwing it anywhere from, well, you can use any size rod. Most of mine is like 7.3, and I use medium heavy to heavy action, whatever reel you prefer. It's not rocket science, but you don't have to really know how to fish really good to tie one of these big plastic worms on and go out there and work it around brush or any other kind of structure or cover, and you're gonna catch fish. They just catch fish. Those big worms. It's kind of like what they say about crankbaits. Crankbait, they say any idiot can catch a fish on a crankbait. Just throw it out and wind it in, which is true sometimes. Same thing on this. You drag it slow across the bottom. You can hop it. You can also swim these big things. I was fishing with a buddy of mine over on Uchi in Oklahoma, and he was swimming his up off the bottom a little bit, and he caught some monsters that tournament that we was fishing, and we had a big bag. I was fishing over at Uchi. You fish red shad over at Uchi at night. Throw that red shad worm, they'll tear it up. But I was throwing red shad, and he was throwing red shad too, I believe. And he was swimming his, and I was working mine along the bottom. We caught some big ones that night. And so you can work them however. You can put it on a Carolina rig. I've known guys putting them big worms on Carolina rigs and dragging them around because the fish is not used to seeing a big worm floating up behind a Carolina rig. And catching them. You can put them on a wobble head. I've done that several times. Put them on a wobble head and drag them across the bottom, and it's more like swimming. This was kind of like crankbait on that wobble head. Just drag it across the bottom, just a steady reel, and they'll annihilate it. They'll annihilate that big worm on the dragging it across the bottom, or reeling it across the bottom on a wobble head. They'll tear it up too. These freaking peach Red Bulls, I know they're bad for you, but those peach ones are so good. I can't keep from buying one whenever I see one. But anyway, just remember summertime fishing. When it's hot, summertime, get out that big 10, 12-inch worm and go catch you some fish, because they will catch fish anywhere. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. This video is longer than I meant for it to be. I've talked too much about other stuff, I guess. Anyway, just kind of rambling this morning. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here, and y'all have a great weekend. I think today's Thursday. Y'all have a great weekend. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and I will see you guys out on the water.